At the end of the day, when we pass away, it's not supposed to be a suffering or loss, as people think. It's the continuation of souls going back to Allah. We go back to Allah. We go back to Allah. And that's why we need to prepare for the return to Allah. That's why, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Everything belongs to Allah, and everything will return to Allah. And the souls, and I will conclude with, and I didn't want to call kullu nafsin dhaikatul maut, every soul will taste, that's a whole concept. I want to just read these 2-3 small verses, and we conclude, inshallah. In conclusion of this whole sermon, bi'idhnillah, that we spoke about the death and the soul and going back to Allah, and that's what we should prepare our minds for. As I said before, go out of space, fly, travel, enjoy life, but prepare for that death and the continuation after. Prepare, spend. Don't wait for people to spend for you. Once I asked a man, I said, you want to do some books and some Quran to distribute fi sabilillah? We were doing the Arabic reader book for children to learn. He said, I did already for my father when he died. I'm like, brother, your father died. The body died. The soul doesn't die. You don't just do it when your child dies or your father died. You should always be doing good for them. Because the soul doesn't die. That's a misconcept a lot of people have. You do good thing, you read Quran, you publish books, you distribute Quran, you sponsor books. So the brother said, I'm not going to sponsor no Quran. I did already for my father. I said, but your father's soul is still alive. The soul does not die. So the more Quran and the more Dawah and the more you spend for your child and your wife and your husband who passed away, it's the more blessings the soul will receive. It's not about just 1 year and 3 days and 40 days and that's the end of it. That's the body. Body dies at the end of it, but the soul continues, and the soul needs that sadaqah jariyah blessing. So the more we do while we are alive, it's the more we get there. And the more our children do for us when we pass away, it's the more we also get and they get. It's not about only when somebody dies. A lot of misconception we have. Time doesn't permit. Next week we'll continue maybe on that if Allah gives us the permission to, inshallah. But I just want to conclude with these verses, inshallah. Surah Al-Fajr. Very famous. Hafiz Sahab always reads it in Salah. Allah says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhan nafsul mutma'inna. Allah says, O nafs. Mufassirin have also interpreted as, O soul. O soul, rest, mutma'inna, with satisfaction, at ease. And he's referring to the good souls. You will be in satisfaction, you will be at ease, you will leave this world with ease and comfort. Irji'i ila rabbiki radhiyatam maradhiya. Radhi in Arabic comes from the word radhi. Pleased. Return, irji. Return. Remember I was telling you about return? Allah is saying, return, well pleased, radhiya. Please, when someone is aapki saath razi hu, you know, appearance mein aapki saath razi hu, I'm pleased with him. Allah is saying the people who live good and do good, Allah will be pleased with us. Irji, return. Return. Subhanallah. Radhiyatam maradhiya. Allahu Akbar. Fadkhuli fi ibadi wadkhuli jannati. And this has a lot of tafsir. Some mufassirin went on, and time really doesn't permit. Maybe next week, Allah permits, we'll talk about to get together. Fadkhuli fi ibadi. Some interpret that to say, come, you soul, and be amongst the devotees. Or you devotees, come. Allah wants us, come back. I'm pleased with you. This is your return. Death is a good thing. This passing away, the soul is coming back to me. I'm pleased with you. You're going to be with all the devotees, and all the good souls will be with the good souls. All the bad souls will be with the bad souls. And Allah will say, Wadkhuli jannati, and enter into Jannah. That's for the people, and that's what we need to study. That's our final destination, and that's what we'll continue bi'idhnillah if Allah permits us next week, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us.